Hey everybody, once again we're out here at the Munster Center for Performing Arts, and Governor Mitch Daniels just gave his standard PowerPoint of what's going on in the state of Indiana. Governor, the state of Indiana, obviously there's doing a lot of healing going on. We've just been getting the media reports. I'd like to hear it from you. I mean, is the state of Indiana healing after the stage collapse down in Indianapolis?
I won't speak for anybody else, but I'll never get over it. I mean, I can just tell you that the folks who put on the state fair will never get over it. These folks work their tails off all year long to try to create the most positive, fun-filled experience, and they're more crushed than anybody outside the families and loved ones, friends of those who are hurt. Nothing to do about it right now except to move forward as best we can, keep our arms around those who've been hurt, and see that they're treated fairly, find out what can be learned. And I don't know where that'll take us, but I'll give you a guess that somewhere in here things will be learned that will affect not Indiana or our state fair, but the entire industry. As you know, that there was a tragedy in Belgium a few days ago. There was one over in Canada a couple, 3 months ago, and probably this entire industry will need to make some changes. And the sad thing is that we had to be part of the learning process.
Now the government, you talked just a little bit about this, but we've had two kind of major companies step across the state line from Illinois to Indiana, and you've been critical of the corruption up here. Is there any indication that they're able to look past that? I mean, they're coming here.
Yeah, some are coming, and that's the message I tried to give, is that the door is open, the conditions are right, and the more communities or the more folks in Northwest Indiana who step up with the attitude of welcome, how can we make it quicker, less expensive for you to come in here and hire our people, I think you'll see a lot more successes. I tend to worry more about the ones that get away, and there have been some of those. Sometimes they got away to another part of Indiana, but
do they ever specifically cite corruption?
They're pretty polite about how they put it, and I will say it probably is. It's less often mentioned directly than just an attitude that says, if you're coming here, you got to do this, you got to do this. Slowness drives business crazy. I always tell our people, I have for 7 years, we will move at the speed of business, not the speed of government. We hear over and over, one advantage Indiana has is, you get us an answer quick. If we need a permit, you make it happen. Time is money. And some of our communities up here could get in a faster gear.
One last question, and I know I always do this to you, but what is the role here on deciding about Klein Avenue? I mean, is it your decision? Is it Commissioner Klein's? I mean, who's in charge on this one?
Well, I mean, I look to the commissioner. Ultimately, he's accountable for making the wisest use of tax dollars. There's always far more to do. Even though we're in a record building boom in Indiana, building more than anybody else, you can never do everything you want to do. And so his assignment always is, we've got to deal from the top of the deck in terms of what delivers the most value. So I will hold him responsible for that, but this is a big enough one that he's going to have to explain his decision to me. And as we were discussing a minute ago, I do want to see an answer given, because we can't let the status quo last forever. But as long as there is, to use Keith's word, a plausible alternative to build an actual bridge, I want to explore it, and we still got a couple, so let's see.
Thanks a lot, Governor.
Yeah.